You can check out Svelte. There is a homepage for that, and you can do the playground and tutorial. The way I took a while for me to realize, but there's this Svelte kit that is much about routing, and I'm using that too. Svelte kit, it's great for doing the routing. And then there's the Svelte that is more like the that you actually create instead of having several different files, one for CSS, one for JavaScript, and one for HTML. You bundle them into small Svelte pages, and that is really magic because it compiles everything, so it becomes super fast. So I believe this can be amazing. But here we have the project, and I had the idea of that this front end should be really light and thin, but this is, I think it will be fast, but it's getting quite complicated. And in this project is I have two layer models. I have tried to make this whole application using a stack. I don't know. I'm trying to use being inspired by the OSI model, if anyone have studied network communication, where you separate concerns. Here is the models. But everything starts with the bootstrapping, providing the web UI and stuff like that. And then we load the global resources, such as fonts and stuff like that. And then there's a mediator, which is more or less like a router, communicating with the WebSocket server, the touch screen and stuff like that. Above that is the controls that reacts to the touch and reacts to WebSocket messages. Above that is window management, and I'm going to show you that now. And I've created like a Svelte package for that separately that I call WinMan. And as you can hear, a lot of things have happened, and that's why you haven't heard from me for a while. So let's boot this up, this front end. I will start to show you WinMan. And on top of WinMan, there are all the dialogues that needs to be defined by the DAW. And above that, there is like a manuscript, how all these should interact, what should happen when the button user clicks this button, and if he clicks cancel, etc. All right. Okay. So like this, because this is this is the, as I said, the first layer. It's bootstrapping the whole environment, providing a fixed ratio thing, and scaling the content, etc. So this is the way to get it pixel in shape for different devices. The first layer I talked about in the OSI layer. You bootstrap everything, and then you load the global resources and stuff like that. So I will show you now. Let's try this WinMan so you understand what it's about. It's about creating windows that sits on top of each other, and you will see immediately what I'm talking about. So here you have the metronome that you can activate, and here you have a keyboard, a piano keyboard, and these are just sitting above the content here. So the first content I call the editor. And for example, I can click this and it opens a dialog, and you can see it fades the background, and here I can load the demo. So I try to do that. It didn't work, did it? There was some glitch there, not perfect. But you can see you have pop-ups here, and here you have an entry keyboard. That is above the pop-up, where you can enter file names and stuff like that. And I am trying to get away from the built-in keyboards of Android and iOS, so it will look the same, and you can make it look more fun, and you don't get the eavesdropping and stuff like that. And they are also very memory hungry. And then you have the prompt that is more like a dialogue. And then finally you have the blue screen of death, but it's orange in this case. So you have the different layers, and this is written, I think, really efficient. So it's super fast, and it doesn't hack the HTML in any way. So this is WinMan. So I'm throwing this out to the Svelte community to just for a review or inspiration, make something out of it. But what we are not going to do now is we're going to look at the other thing that is really cool, and that is that I told you about the stores that I was able to store all the parameters as we dial.